Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Season 2. Womp Womp. In last week's episode, Max made it to Beauville with soiled pants. But he somehow magically had a new pair of pants that he quickly switched into. Yippee! He then traveled around Beauville looking for his target, Callus the Arch Mage. How did he do so? By asking the locals. But, they were very rude and standoffish and, stupid, shall I say. Some were dumbfounded, others shrieked and screamed and ran as if they were the victims. And then you had some little kids that were actually little devils in disguise. Then you had what seemed like a nice gentleman with a horse coming by and, kicked Max in the nuts for no reason. Yeah. This ultimately led Max to be in so much pain that I think he became a little delirious, at which point he turned to the horse and said, "Hey horse, do you know where I can find Callus the Arch Mage?" And the horse said, "Yee!" and then led him to Callus the Arch Mage. I know it sounds stupid because guess what? It is. The horse led Max, get that? The horse led Max to Callus the Arch Mage, where he found him to a Fortress of Solitude look-alike place where Max rang a fantasy doorbell, as he put it, and then a projection of Callus said, "Hello there," and scared the crap out of Max, but this time he didn't soil his pants. After introducing himself to the projection of Callus, the projection went away, and 10 minutes later, an old man came by and said, "Hello there." And, that's it. That's where we ended the episode. We are now on episode 12, Callus the Arch Mage. Dun dun dun! Standing before Max is the legendary Archmage Callus, the man of the hour that had Max running from two hungry creatures to Beauville and suffered many groin injuries. He is met with an older man that has seen and done some things that make an average adventurer pale in comparison. He has stood with the best of the best and went toe-to-toe with the evil tyrannical king that threw Galavandriel into chaos and lived to tell the tale. Across from him stands a Canadian man-child that was sent here by a negligent god tasked to get rid of the same tyrannical god that took Callus's party out. And the most he's ever accomplished was bullcrap cleanup, 2 bruised testicles, and a scar on his butthole. The comparison between the two is quite laughable, if you may ask me. So, you have found me, and I imagine it has been a rather arduous trek for you. Fret not, young man, for your troubles will be over, for I know why you've come. I foresaw your arrival long before you even stepped foot into these lands. Wow, this man has saved me a great deal of many words. I already like him a lot. It would also seem that Max is happy to hear that. For once, he doesn't have to hear someone ceaselessly dribble on with a long, drawn-out rant from a character that gets very little screen time that insists on yammering on about something that could have been said in 10 words or less, but somehow managed to drag it along for some pointless exposition. Kind of like what I just did. I saw in my great crystal ball an event that would transpire and have me involved in it to help rid the evil king. You are the child of prophecy, born from a noble family that had to run and hide their identities and became mere peasants to survive. You were raised right and just, but everything changed when the king's god separated you from your parents, and shortly after, they were separated from each other. Sadly, they passed. Your mother died by paying for her trivial crime of stealing an apple, while your father died in a more noble cause, by trying to escape his captors. When this information came to you, that is when the spark of a rebellious uprising came to be. You grew yourself big and strong, gaining a reputation and making strong connections with every important person here in Galavandriel. The last thing you're doing is gathering your members of the party, and you started with me, who has been eagerly and patiently waiting for your arrival. And here you are at last. I humbly welcome and accept your invitation to join your party to take on the evil king once more.
Callus leans a little forward and almost falls, but he uses his staff/cane to catch himself. Max just stands there with a shocked expression on his face. Good God, no! Callus jolts up. Well, jolts up as fast as he can for someone his age. More like slowly rises with a confused look on his face.
Come again? Are you not Sir Robin of Hood?
Okay, even if I was Robin Hood, that origin story is way off.
Huh. Maybe I have you confused from the last guy that came by. Give me a moment, if you will.
Callus reaches into his robes and pulls out a scroll and lets loose the paper. It rolls down to his feet, again in cliché fashion. However, the list is 98% empty. From Max's perspective, it's just blank paper with 2 names written on it. What the hell?
Oh, how foolish of me. Sir Robin of Hood was the last guy. What happened to him was an interesting story. Would you like to hear it?
No!
Very well. Let me see the other then. It has to be you.
Max sighs as this good time has quickly turned sour. While Max begins to sulk, Callus pulls the list with 2 names on it up close to his face and squints to read it.
I see. So if you are not Sir Robin of Hood, then you must be King Arthur of Camelot, the true king of the English people and wielder of Excalibur, the sword of power.
Oy. Callus tries to bow to Max as he mistakes him for a king this time, and this time he falls. Feeling bad for the old-timer, Max goes to him and helps him up.
Oh, thank you, your majesty. But you needn't trouble yourself with such an old fool such as I.
Yeah, Callus, I'm not king, nor is my name Arthur.
What? If you are not Sir Robin of Hood or King Arthur of Camelot, then who the heck are you?
I already told you my name when you were a projection. It's Max Dougal.
Sax Frugal? Is that the new shop here in town? I've been meaning to check it out.
No! Max Dougal! It's my name! I don't have time for this. Let me make this short and sweet for you, Gramps. I'm here from another world and was sent to help rid Galavandril of the evil king. I do need help, and I was told that given your previous experience, that you'd join and help me on this quest of mine. So, what do you say?
I suppose.
How is it that you fully heard every word I just ranted about and comprehended it?
I don't know, but I'll join your party, and you are also in luck. I know where we can go from here. There is a place across the way from here called the Enchanted Grotto. Ooh. People say that there is a sage that lives there that holds key information that'll help us defeat the evil king.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Callus. Go grab whatever it is you'll need, and then we can go.
I'm already packed. I keep everything right in here.
Why do I doubt that? Whatever. Since you know where we're headed, you lead the way, and I'll follow.
Right.
Callus takes the lead and looks around. He shuffles and pivots around, going in circles and circles and circles.
This way? No. Okay, it's not this way. Could it be behind me? No, that's my house.
Until he stops and looks back at Max. Callus, what the hell are you doing?
Which way is west again?
Max face palms and sighs, already regretting everything.
Hey, that's a nifty gesture you just did. Did you just make that up? If so, you should name it, and I bet it'll grow into something everyone will do. You should call it a Palm 5.
Max marches west and keeps his mouth shut as he sulks and stomps his feet. Callus slowly follows, and the two start their journey in search for the Enchanted Grotto. Several days go by, and Max and Callus wind up in a new town, the town of Riverward. Much more appealing than Beauville, but slightly smaller. But that doesn't matter, because after being in town for a little while, Max and Callus run into an old acquaintance of Callus, a middle-aged wizard named Cervantes that knows Callus. The three meet and have a chat. Callus? Is that you? Last I heard you were cooped up in your rock tower thingy, trying to figure out your latest blunder of a spell. I also heard that you are with someone. Are you in a party? Have you started adventuring again?
Who are you?
Yep, that's Callus, all right. Let me take it from here, Gramps. Hi, I'm Max Dougal, and yes, Callus is joining me on a quest. We're actually in search of a place called the Enchanted Grotto, in search of a sage. We're a little lost at the moment, but since you know Callus, would you mind giving us some directions? Oh, I see. Well, the Enchanted Grotto is just over those mountains in the distance, but you'll have to travel through them to get to the other side. But be forewarned, in those caves dwell ice fiends, and they attack on sight. However, they shouldn't be a problem for someone with the likes of Callus, master of the 5 elements and wielder of the true flame. Max looks at Callus after Cervantes talked up Callus like a demigod. He sees him shaking and pulling his robes to sniff, and then points it at the closest random person that walks by him.
Does this smell funny to you?
Max smiles, not confident in the likelihood that their travels through the mountains will be as smooth as Cervantes makes it out to be. This shouldn't be a problem for either of you, that is if Callus remembers the incantation for Fire Blaster. You do remember the incantation to Fire Blaster, don't you, Callus?
Drier faster? Nope, sorry. Don't know that spell.
How about you tell me instead? Callus has a lot on his plate, and it would benefit me to know it because I am his pupil. Yeah, I'm his pupil. Oh, I didn't know you were still taking pupils, Callus. That is very admirable of you. Very well, young pupil of Callus. Listen closely. The incantation for Fire Blaster goes like this. Pitter-patter, destroy all matter with this Fire Blaster. Now remember, as you are getting ready to cast, to summon your mana or energy from your gut. That is where your primary source of all fire spells come from. Also, in typical fashion, the louder you say the incantation, the more powerful it will be when you release it. Well, I must be off now, but have fun on your journey, and good luck, my friends. After a short meet and greet, Cervantes leaves Max and Callus to attend to their own matters, while the two continue their quest in search of the sage in the Enchanted Grotto. They leave town and make it to the mountain, and soon enter and traverse it. For a while, the journey through the mountain was peaceful and uneventful, but like most things, it never lasts. They were soon ambushed by a group of ice fiends. Max and Callus flee thinking they can outrun them, but the ice fiends aren't easily fooled. Instead, they cut the helpless adventurer's path and eventually cornered them. The two are forced to take cover behind a rock as Callus tries to fend them off.
Damn ye old resting home agents! I already told you that I don't want to retire. Can't you see that I'm on an adventure with my pupil?
With that bit of anger that Callus held up, he fires out a bolt of fire and takes out one of the ice fiends. 4 remain, but with one of their kind down, the ice fiends become more aggressive. They pelt the rock with a barrage of ice attacks. The two take cover from the barrage and strategize their next move. Callus, I'm not your pupil, but that does give me an idea. Somehow. I think it's time for you to use Fire Blaster.
Good idea. Here, use my staff.
No! You have to do it. I have no mana.
Oh, right.
Now you remember the incantation, right?
Of course.
Just when things were looking up, the ice fiends formed their attack together and let out a powerful ice blast that blew the rock up. From the blast, Max was separated from Callus, and the ice fiends took advantage of the situation by surrounding him.
Callus? I could really use your help right about now.
On the other side of the area, unnoticed by the ice fiends, is Callus getting up from the blast. He sees and hears Max's cry for help.
Ah, right. I'm on it. Now, what was that blasted incantation again? Was it flim, flam, flatter? There's nothing the matter. Cease all of your chitter-chatter.
The ice fiends begin to close in on Max, but pause as a light rain of confetti rains down on them. They see it, and it doesn't do anything, so they continue to encroach on Max.
Callus! Any time now!
Right. What about hocus pocus? There's pizza on your focus. Wait, what the heck did I just say?
Nothing happens except the ice fiends near Max.
Oh, come on!
No, that's not it either.
You think?
How about this? Fiddle faddler, something's the matter. There's fire in my bladder? Well, that would explain why it hurts when I pee.
Again, nothing happens. The ice fiends are a few feet from Max, and they point their icy claws at Max, ready to slice and dice him.
Ah! Oh, now I remember it. Pitter patter, destroy all matter with this fire blaster.
Yes! You're all screwed!
As Callus said the proper formation of words for the incantation, a power wells up and blasts out from the end of his staff. Really?
You gotta say it louder, Callus! Remember, the louder you say it, the more powerful it is!
Gotcha!
Callus shuts his eyes for a brief moment. He takes a deep breath and points his staff at the ice fiends, and then opens his eyes.
Pitter patter!
A perfect fireball begins to form, spins, and grows rapidly.
Destroy all matter!
The fireball has grown exponentially and has become a massive burning ball of radiating heat. Oh, I'm screwed.
With this fire blaster!
Callus casts the full incanted and well-formed fire blaster at the ice fiends and Max. As the ball hurtles towards them, the ice fiends melt before the fireball hits them. I'm screwed. Max ducks and takes cover as best as he can as the ball flies over him, skimming his back and collides with the cave wall, blasting it to smithereens. The sheer devastation from it decimated the wall, creating a new and big clear path to the other side of the mountain. Callus goes up to the opening and cheerfully calls out to Max.
Hey, look, an exit! Max! Max! Where are you?
Max gets up, all covered in char and ash bits over his clothes. His hair is a mess, and the entire backside of his attire has been burnt off, leaving his bare back and bare ass exposed. He coughs up black dust and looks at the aftermath of Fire Blaster.
Ah, there you are. Looks like I took care of all those ice fiends and found us an exit. Come on, my pupil. Let us go to the enchanted grotto.
Callus walks ahead full of spunk and cheer, while Max walks as slowly as Callus did their entire time traveling from Beauville to Riverwood. He coughs up black smoke one more time before exiting the cave. And that is the end of episode 12, folks. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope you learned a valuable lesson. What lesson was that? Don't mess with your seniors. They've been here longer than you, they've seen and done some stuff that are quite unmentionable. And not only that, they will screw you up even though they're trying to help you. Take care!